flying lesson with Bob Watts left a lasting impression on the pilots he trained.
Everybody has a Bob story, and they are all related to flight lessons. He would often take people up for flying lessons and do something very dramatic, like kill the engine and have to glide back in for a landing.
People always said that if anything ever happened in an airplane and something went wrong, he was the pilot you wanted to have.
Bob's determination to fly was fueled by a sibling rivalry with his older brother Jack. Jack got his private pilot's license first at the dawn of World War II in 1939. Not to be outdone, Bob took up flying lessons of his own. The competitive Watts brothers would build a legacy that would shape the aviation industry in North Dakota. Today, they are enshrined together in the North Dakota Aviation Hall of Fame. Jack and Bob Watts were characters.
It sounded like Jack was a little bit more of a thrill seeker. I did hear a story about Jack flying an airplane upside down underneath the Memorial Bridge.
I didn't know Jack, but I got to know Bob quite well. Most people said that he could fly an ILS better upside down, and most people could fly it right side up. So he was a great stick, but he had his own way of doing things. And I'll never forget, and he always had a dog. You could catch him out at the airport early in the morning. He'd walk that dog up from one end of the ramp to the other with the door open in his car and the dog out here and he driving beside it. So
Bob and Lois, they'd come to work every day and they'd have a dog with them and they'd have hair all over their clothing, hair all over everything.
During the early part of World War II, the Watts brothers trained military pilots and later enlisted in the Air Force. Their piloting skills were put to the test, ferrying military cargo along one of the most dangerous air routes in the world.
Their route was over the hump, the Himalayan mountains. They were transporting radio equipment for the U.S. military. Bob was a real whiz with electronics and radios, and he could build a radio from scratch and by memory, and then set it up for the troops so they would have music and listen to the radio announcements.
After the war, the Watts brothers established Capital Aviation at the Bismarck Airport, where hundreds of pilots and mechanics got their start. The house that Jack and Bob built is now relocated at the Buckstop Junction historic site on the outskirts of Bismarck. It's a time capsule of their lifetime in aviation. The Watts brothers believed in giving back to their community. While Bob could seem gruff at times, he was generous at heart. A $1 million endowment in Bob's name was established at the Bismarck Public Schools Foundation. This gift supports hands-on career and technical education programs for students, including aviation.
They have really fantastic hands-on programs, and one of those courses is in aviation. So it's come full circle from Bob spending his life work in aviation out here. Bob and Jack loved aviation. They were passionate about teaching people how to fly. They trained an entire generation of pilots. They're very beneficial to this area, to North Dakota aviation.
Jack and Bob Watts' vision, dedication, and generosity launched a legacy that continues to inspire and help future generations reach new heights. They are recognized for their innovation and spirit as inductees into the 2001 North Dakota Aviation Hall of Fame.